I don't like to just play retro games, you know. I am the game collector, and this is Second Opinion Games. So today I count down the top 10 games for the Oculus Go.
Second Opinion Games.
Number 10, Oculus Rooms. This console is sort of made for the social aspect, so if you have a friend, invite him back to your room for a little movie and chill. And because there isn't so much chill going on in a virtual reality space, then you could also go to the game table and play some games like chess, checkers, maybe even have a little trivia match, or something that can't legally be called Simon. Even stick around and play little head games with them. This is really fun, especially with a friend in the room. However, not all of us have a friend, or have a friend willing to buy an Oculus Go with us, so there's that. Number 9, VR Kart's Sprint. If you like Mario Kart, then you'll feel right at home with this one. Except rather than power sliding around corners, you're going to want to hit that boost that you'll pick up as you drive over the icons. Of course, there's also some weapons at your disposal, like throwing honeybees or missiles at your opponents, or setting landmines behind you, or other booby traps like that. The cars all control fairly well, especially when using a gamepad. And you'll feel right in the heart of the action at all times, and occasionally feel really upset when you get crushed at the last minute by an opponent. It's kind of like Mario Kart, only the graphics aren't so good, but you really do feel like you're right in the mix. Number 8, NSpace. Seriously, this is one of the best looking games of the console. The cockpit view makes you feel like you're in a pilot in Battlestar Galactica or something like that. And apparently you're a female by looking down. Now you'll have lasers and missiles. The missiles are aimed by your head, so looking all around and targeting your enemies are easy. Almost too easy, to the point where you forget about your lasers altogether and can't line up a shot with them to save your life. You can upgrade your missiles and even your lasers to different degrees, but the game feels great. Sometimes the controls are a little off because you have to move your head around so much, and you might get a little motion sick with this one, but it's definitely worth having. Number 7, Ultra Wings. This one was a sleeper hit for me. I didn't think I was going to like it because it wasn't over-the-top arcade-like. It's more of a sim game, similar to Pilot Wings. You'll be given missions like fly through rings or take off and land in just the right way. I didn't think it would be as fun as it is, but it truly is immersive. The graphics certainly don't look all that good, but it really does suck you in and makes you feel like a real-life pilot. As you play the game, you'll unlock different types of aircraft, which have their own ups and downs with it. There's different islands and varieties to explore through, so if you even want to think about becoming a pilot in real life, then this game is definitely for you. And if you're afraid of heights, well then you probably want to stay away. Number 6, Coaster Combat. The Oculus Go has a ton of on-rail shooters and a ton of roller coaster games, and this one is the best of both worlds. It's kind of realistic, even though there is a pirate level with a semi-automatic flintlock pistol That doesn't really even sound right. You shoot different gems or coins as you're on a roller coaster track. You don't get motion sick like you do with some of the other games, and you don't independently die and fly off cliffs like some of the other games, so it always seems really fun. There's only 4 different maps to go on, and shooting the gems really feels satisfying. Occasionally an enemy might show up where you have to shoot that too, or even choose a different path to go on, which you should always choose the path less traveled. Some of the graphics are just truly beautiful, and that big, huge Himalayan mountain is really fast and quite thrilling to be on. This is pretty much a must-have, even if it is really short, and you could always challenge your friends to try to beat your high score. Number 5, Blaze Rush. If you like RC cars or micro machines, then this game is right up your alley. The gamepad certainly has the best controls, so I recommend playing with that. You can play online with some friends, or just do the single player missions, and there's plenty of them. Each of the cars controls a little bit different, and there are tons of different weapons to blow your enemies off the map. Sometimes you just want to try to survive, sometimes you want to come in first place, but the game never stops feeling fun. Blaze Rush is certainly a must-have for anyone who wants to play games for their Oculus Go. Number 4, Smash Hit. Yes, this game can be found for free for probably your cell phone, but you don't really feel it until you're actually in the game. You control your radical by moving your head around, and one simple press of the button is all you need to throw marbles at glass. You feel so immersed into this experience. Creating combos gives you more balls to throw, with a max of 5. There's also different power-ups of exploding balls or infinite machine gun balls. The sound of broken glass feels so satisfying. Every single level you push yourself through feels incredible. The graphics look beautiful when in 3D, and the whole game can be found for like $1 or $2. So you certainly have to get it. Number 3, and share online. A brilliant mix of multiplayer and a single player experience. Voice acting is quite good as well, telling you exactly what to do in every single mission. The game's controls are where it really shines. Playing with the control pad or the standard controller all feels really good and natural. The graphics are beautiful, the sound effects are very smooth, and the ability to stop when you want to, or even turn around without having to move your whole body, is excellent. Words cannot describe how well this game actually plays in a 3D space. Yeah, there are a lot of different spaceship shooter games for this console, but because it controls better than all of them, it makes this one a standout title.
They're on your tail. Objective complete.
Number 2, Reflex Unit. Pick up your control pad because that's how it's played best, and here is a mech combat game that you could play online with your friends. If you don't have any friends, well, there's a single player missions as well, and there's only a few of them, but they all are really good. They usually end with a boss battle against a giant mech, and you have 3 different types of mechs to choose from. Each have their own advantages and disadvantages. Some have a lot of weaponry, some just rely on brute strength. Firing missiles and targeting your enemies is always really fun. You always know where to go next because the nav points are very clear. There's huge towns to explore and people to shoot down. This is a truly great arcade experience, and it is one of my favorite games for this system.
Reloading.
Number 1. Wands. Now, I am not a huge Harry Potter fan, but if I was, I would just enjoy this game so much more. Now, normally, I wouldn't say a multiplayer game only would be my favorite game for this console, but it's really the people that I've met while playing this game that makes it stand out. I haven't ran into a single racist 12-year-old trying to tell me how gay I am or how much I suck. No, I always run into people that are super nice and kind and want to help me to be better at the game and teach me different maneuvers as I go through. Moving around from space to space is really easy to do. Unlocking different weapons and learning their ins and outs just feels great. The graphics are all good. The maps are very inventive with different traps and pitfalls alike. The graphics are gorgeous, and this online experience and the community that comes with it makes it the best game for the Oculus Go. And of course, that's just my opinion. Thanks for watching. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I had a great time making it, and yes, I had to record off my computer for the gameplay, but the gameplay was all my own, and it really doesn't show how great these games truly do look in 3D. So if you have an Oculus Go, well then you could add me. I'll put my name for a friend request down in the description box below, and please let me know what your favorite game is for this Oculus system, because quite frankly, I'm just scratching the surface of the great games that you can play for it. So until later, I will see you again, guys.